Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Immortal Gaming. This is me again, Marvin, and we're now here for another video for Ragnarok Origin. And this hour, we're going to be looking at the Budol pack. This one, the Autumn, Touch of Autumn. Okay. So most of the people have been asking me, is this worth it? Because it's priced at a very high price, $100. So if you're going to be computing it and confirming if it is really good, this alone, 60 of this limited time pet coupon alone is a really good trade. This one is just, kind of negligible, but most of the people need Eden coins right now, so they take this. It's kind of good in a way. But if we're gonna be looking at the stats of the A Touch of Autumn costume, it has physical attack and magical attack 3.5%, healing taken, SP consumption reduction of 8%, damage versus medium, and damage reduction versus medium, fixed cast time, all stats plus 3, and your movement speed gets increased by 15% for 5 seconds when you take damage, with a 15-second cooldown though. So, is this really good? It depends on your job. So, in my case, my job is a biochemist. So, one thing that I want here is the fixed cast time reduction, but it's too little. Okay, the second thing that I would want here would be the damage versus medium and damage reduction versus medium. If you are concentrated on PvP, this is really good. But look at this again. There's something that is missing here. Ignore defense and ignore magic defense. So if you lack a lot of ignore defense and ignore magic defense, then this might not be for you. But for PvP, this is going to be very useful. Particularly, this increased movement speed. So 15% increased movement speed is quite good for you to, get away from your enemy. So aside from that, if you want to go for this, it's probably going to be depending on your job. Okay, so for those who would not mind not having any ignore magic defense on their costume, this is really good. But they're and at the same time they're really concentrated on PvP, this is really good. But for PvE, this is not going to be that much useful, and I'm not sure if in terms of stats, it's not that worth it in my opinion. For PvE, there are tons of things, tons of gacha or costumes that would be somewhat similar, but a little bit less than this one. But in comparison with this, it's just a little upgrade from your current costume. So if it is just a little upgrade from your current costume, I think it's not gonna be worth it. It must be a big jump if you want to spend this high for just costume, and if you're just looking at the stats. Okay, so next thing to be looking at is the looks. Okay, the looks, in my opinion, is kind of really good, particularly for the female. On male, it's just at first glance, it's like you're hugging a comforter. That's me. Okay, that's my opinion. But if you pair it with a very good wing like this one, it's gonna be so cool. Then a mouthwear like this one. Okay, a pipe. Then a face wear. This one is already good. Headwear. Let's see if maybe this one or the horn. And at the same time, let's change our hairstyle to something like this, or something cool like this, or this one. It's going to be awesome. But for some, it's not gonna be that good. Okay, so the last thing to consider, it's always like this in terms of playing the game and in terms of purchasing something in the game. People always ask me if it's okay to spend in the game or something, etc., etc. I'd always tell them this: if you have a $100 right now and you burn it, okay, just get a lighter and you burn it and you don't feel anything, then go ahead, you can spend it on this one. But If you have much more important, you know, things to spend on your money at, then you have to think twice or thrice if you want to spend. Because at the state of the game, you know, a costume like this one is going to be replaced by a better costume in the next 3 or 4 cycles of gacha. A better one, like 7% increased damage, or 5% or 4% physical and magical attack. It's going to get replaced, so it's going to be negligible in the future. So it's just like, you know, throwing money. So if you think that you can spend and you don't mind if it's gonna get replaced in the future, then go ahead, spend on this one. Okay, so that's it. A little, you know, a little comparison, and hopefully I have helped you decide if you're gonna be purchasing this one. Okay, so that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you happen to like this video, please do leave a like, share this to your friends, and click that bell notification button so you get notified every time I upload a new video, start a new stream, or a new content. That's it. See you again on the next video. Bye bye. 'Cause now I found you.